Hey guys, I'm back. I'm finally healthy again, which is something that's really exciting for me. Um, I decided through this sickness. It was really interesting actually because I got sick at first when I was working at Urban Outfitters, which I'm not working there anymore. I'll get to that. But I was working at Urban Outfitters, and I knew that I was going to have this Black Friday shift that was coming up. So what I decided to do was to rest as much as I could, except for when I needed to do things like go work that Black Friday shift. Now, waking up at like 2:30 a.m. or 3 a.m. and going to work probably wasn't the best thing for my sickness. And like the day after that, or like 2 days after that, I got really, really bad, and it was like one of the worst sicknesses I can ever remember having. Um, I felt like I was gonna die. I didn't know what was wrong. I can't afford to go to a doctor, so I had to kind of try to figure it out on my own, which is really, really bad for a I think it's called a hypochondriac, someone who thinks that they're sick and everything is a sign towards a worse sickness or injury or something. So I get like that, and I was just worried about it, and I ended up having like the worst sickness ever. Um, then I my ex girlfriend gave me antibiotics and I got better. And I don't know if that it was because of the antibiotics or just thinking that the antibiotics made me better, but I did get better. And then I was healthy, not fully better, but mainly better for like 4 days. When this happened, I decided that I was going to be hanging out and partying, so I ended up drinking, and I got sick again. And this was only like 2 or 3 days, and it was a weekend, and I had like an art show in the middle, two art shows in the middle of that. So drinking wasn't, necessarily the worst decision. I wasn't being irresponsible by doing that, but it did make me sick. And so the second time that I got sick, I just decided at that point that this sickness had taken away so much from me already. Like it had taken so much of my time, so much of my money, so much of my energy, and worst of all, it had taken so much of my confidence in myself and my ability to make it through things. And I decided at that point that I was going to take this negative thing that was happening to me, which was getting sick again, which really, really, really sucked, and it was really disheartening. And I was going to turn it around, and I was going to defeat it, and I was going to use the energy that this sickness was directing towards me in a negative way and switch it around and make it something totally positive, which was an opportunity for me to prove to myself that I'm doing what I should be doing, and I was bigger than that. And so it worked. I'm not sick anymore, and I'm not sure if that is what actually made it work. Like people say that you can put out these positive energies and positive things will happen to you in your life, but I've always kind of had this blind confidence in my abilities, and while it doesn't always reflect itself in um, knowing what people will think of me, like I still try to get too people pleasy with my work and stuff, but at least in my abilities, like I'd never have had a problem just being fully confident and saying I can do that and then just doing it. Um, and I don't always do it well. I don't always do it as well as I could have if I had taken the opportunity out or if I had taken the time out to research and learn. But I do like to take the opportunity itself as the time to learn. And I'm just confident enough that I'll be able to do it. And because of this, I think that there's this level of attraction that people have to give me these opportunities, and there's also this opportunist feeling where any single thing is a chance for me to win. And I've always had this like competitive nature in myself, but even if there's not actually any kind of challenge there, the opportunity to defeat a situation, even if I make up the challenge on my own, has always been something that I really enjoy. And I think that there's a lot of power in that. I'm not sure, but I think that um, I find power in that. And there's times when I don't do it, and there's times when I do. But I notice that the times that I do take negative circumstances as an opportunity for me to defeat them, I always come out in a much better place, even if I don't actually defeat them the way I thought I would. I always come out in a much better place than I was before I started. And I'm wondering, do you guys think that that's possible for me to have taken the concept of being sick as an opportunity to defeat sickness. Do you think that that's possible for me to have actually defeated the sickness? Like, is that something that a human body and mind is capable of? I know people have different theories on this, so I'm just wondering kind of what yours are. And I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to see you guys, and I can't wait to talk to you in the comments.